Hello there. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about parallel, perpendicular, and intersecting lines. So right now over here we have a line that is passing through 2 points, and I'm going to draw another one. I'm going to need a straight line, actually. So if I have 2 lines like this, you can see that those are not intersecting. But remember that by definition, a line never ends. So I can extend this to as far as I want. I can extend it to infinity. So eventually I'm going to cross the red line, and the intersection between 2 lines I'm going to denote with a capital letter. In this case, I'm going to choose A. So these 2 lines are intersecting, or they're crossing. So in the same way, I can see how y-axis, which is this vertical line, is intersecting with the red line, and we have another intersection over here. This intersection is called y-intercept because it's intersecting y-axis. You can see in number 5 here, that's y-intercept. 0 is x-coordinate, 5 is y-coordinate. So you can see that this 5 is actually corresponding to this 5 over here. If I would go ahead and change it, let's say, to 10, you can see how a line is now crossing at 10. Or I'm going to go ahead and type another line, y equals 3x minus 6. And you can see we have a black line now that is intersecting negative 6. You can see that both of these lines are actually parallel. They are equally spaced one from another, and no matter how far I go, they're always equally apart one from another. Those would be like lines on a highway. So no matter how far you go, if you go to Youngstown or LA, it's always the same distance from one line to the other. And there are many different examples in life with parallel lines. Like, for example, here I have electric wires that are not really perfectly aligned over here because of the gravity, and like it's but usually there should be like equally spaced from one from another. We can see different examples like train tracks, like this line and this line are parallel lines, but not to this one. This one is actually intersecting line. Here we have some more examples of intersecting lines. You can see that these shelves over here are parallel lines. Also, these ones are parallel. This one is parallel to this one. We can see this fence over here and with parallel lines, and these two would be just intersecting lines. So parallel lines occur many times, and we see them all around us. What we need to remember is that parallel lines have the same slopes. So I can see this number 3 here and this number 3. That's actually the angle that these 2 lines are making with the x-axis, and that that angle is always the same. Now I'm going to go ahead and change this 3 into letter M, which is a letter that we denote slope with, and I'm going to put a slider. So I'm going to start with 3. Okay, and you can see that these 2 lines are parallel. So if I change a little bit, you see how these 2 lines are not parallel anymore and they're intersecting. So no matter what I do, they're always intersecting, except from the case when they're exactly the same. So when I have exactly 3. I'm going to go ahead and change this to 4 and actually make this one to be negative 1/4. Oh, actually, let's make it like this. So in this case, now I have 2 lines that are perpendicular. What it means is that these 2 lines are making 90 degrees angle. That would be like they make a T. So always when we have lines that are perpendicular, like this, that are making T, one is going to be just a number. So we have 4 over here, and the other is negative reciprocal of that. You can see that the same 4 over here. So we have 4 and 1/4 with a negative in front.